Okay, sit still everybody, don't go away.
What is going on, guys? I am struggling to get some content out to you this week. It has been a hell of a week. Planned on filming all afternoon after I got off work, only to look out and see someone has taken out my mailbox. So I've been spending all afternoon putting the mailbox back up. Waiting on a lot of parts for Project Fundraiser. So not real sure what to do on that. I picked up a 2-piece hardtop for this Samurai, that one there. I might start taking it apart because it needs some refurb. I got it really cheap, so it needs some new hardware and just gone through, repainted, all that good stuff. But so I may start taking that apart if y'all are interested in that. Then I got a new brake master cylinder for this I might put on, just to get a quick video out for you guys this week, and then hopefully we're back on Project Fundraiser. And then we got a trail ride coming up too, so somehow we'll get there. Anyway, let me get this set up and you guys can hang out and watch me tinker. Let's give this a whirl. See if you guys can see a little better. I'm definitely going to be putting new hardware in this, at least some of them, because they're not too rusty. Maybe I can reuse them. They're awful thin screws to, if they're rusty, I don't want to put them back in. This looks an awful lot like a rally top, but I'm not sure it is, so I don't know if their hardware would work. But it looks like pretty generic hardware I can get from wherever. Alright, so this ring should now come off of there. And then there's a bazillion more. Trying to do this to where I don't force myself into fiberglass repair as well. I really don't want to do that. I mean, I'll probably have to do a little bit anyway. In fact, on this one window, this one in fact, is not mounted parallel to the bottom of the, it's crooked. There we go. She's free. So yeah, we gotta get 2 new latches, or maybe not even 2, maybe just 1. That one might just need the pin put back in. We'll figure one out. We're gonna set this over here for now. Seems to be the collect-all. Let's get our box back for a minute. These little caps off. What is up, everybody? Finally getting back out in the shop. Sorry for the absence for a while, but we should be getting back on track. So we've got, let me back up here. We've got this is the back half of the hardtop. I've got it standing up on its side because we've got to do some fiberglass work right here. Our window openings are now the wrong size because I'm ordering new side windows. What happened was, get the camera where these windows here, those were the side windows. And you can see they've got missing glass, and the rubber was all dried and cracked, and just rather than hunt and try to find parts for that, I opted to just get new windows. They're a little bit smaller. I couldn't find the exact ones, and I hope it doesn't turn into an issue. But these were made to mount vertical, so my drain hole's there, and I'm actually going to put them in there sideways. So hopefully it's not an issue. I'm kind of late now to worry about it because I already got them. So if for whatever reason they are an issue, I can take them out later and find some different ones to put in there, but we're going to make those fit for now. The front section of the hardtop is, you see, been repainted, got a little sunroof in it. Don't know if you can see, all new felt in there, new hardware. I've actually got a couple more of these latches for here just to make sure that front pulls down good and tight. What's going on, guys? New day out here in the shop. Been fiberglassing on this top. When I left you, we were getting ready to fiberglass around the one window opening. I went ahead and did one just to kind of get an idea exactly how I wanted to place it and everything. I'll show you that in just a second. We're going to flip it around and do the other one. I'll show you that process. From there, we should be about ready to put some paint on this thing and some carpet on the inside and get it back together. Still waiting on the glass for the rear hatch, but that should be ready today or tomorrow, so let's hope. Anyway, be right back. All right, as you can see, we got one window in there. You can see, if I can do this while holding it, how crooked that window was before I had the fiberglass. So it was at quite the angle. The other side wasn't so bad, so it should go a little easier. I'm gonna have to reshape the hole a little bit because these windows are slightly bigger. I'll pop this out, show you the hole, and then we'll flip this around and put you on the tripod and get to work. So stand by. All right, there you can see the opening for the window. You can see where I marked it out and cut it out, my fiberglass line here. I'd actually fiberglass more because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to position the window, but that should be pretty good. I've still got a little hole down here to fix, and I'm gonna get you guys set up on the tripod and stand this thing up so we can get the other window ready, because I want to get that laying flat so we can get a good nice layer of fiberglass on there. Anyway, I'm gonna get you set up on tripod and everything. Hang out with us, see what we can get done. I've got the Samurai apart right now. You know, after that timing belt broke, I did the bare minimum to get it back on the road. So I've got it tore down, block completely stripped off at the machine shop right now, getting it bored to 40 over. So hopefully we can put that back together and it'll be like new. And we'll be back on the road and the trails. Okay, before I lay this flat, I do want to kind of mark out this window opening to see how close I am. I think I only got to go a little bit on top and bottom, so hopefully I can mark this out and it's not too bad, or maybe I won't even have to change it much at all. I've slept since I cut the other one. Sadly, that was just yesterday. But we had that opening at at 5. We started the opening at 5.5 inches. So we're gonna mark that at a couple places along here. Crapping away. So 5.5, 5.5. 5.5. And then I'm just gonna, not an exact science, but I want to get them as close to the same as I can, so that if you do happen to notice, I don't look like quite the idiot that I am. So, let's see how that is. We got our template here for the window. I And I'm going to give links to everything I ordered for this little restoration project on this hardtop. So that if you guys have one you need to do, maybe that'll help you out. I got 2 new side windows. Of course, all the weather stripping, fiberglass. I got some new hardware for it. The back glass, of course, that was done locally. And the felt I'm gonna line the inside with, that's just Walmart special. So, nothing too spectacular. So we want to come down to about here. Ow. I marked that on the inside where I'm going to do the fiberglass at. And then, we're going to have to widen the hole a little bit, but we can do that from out here. So yeah, we just should be quick fiberglass work today. Okay guys, I got everything moved around. Let's get some gloves on. Well, before I do that, we'll cut up some mat to put in there. Trying to show you all more of this. Usually I set everything up and just go to town and haven't really shown anything. So I'm trying to get better. I'm not used to showing other people how to do things, much less, hell, I'm not even used to do. I'm learning half of this as I go anyway, so that's probably why I don't show much. But I'm trying to get better. I may not know everything, but I'm pretty clever and I'll figure it out. And if I don't know it, I'll tell you. Am I bringing an excavator? Not to me though. Woo! So if I can get this fiberglass on here and get it dried today, I'll try and get this window cut out. I've got, like I said, I've got a bit more fiberglass work to do. Not a lot. I've got to, these, the lips here that sit on the body that, that bolts the top to the body of the Samurai. It was cracked and rotten and thin. I mean, they never made it very thick. I don't know if this was a homemade top or what, with the window being mounted crooked and how thin some of this is. I'm assuming it was homemade. So we want to get it looking as good as possible and thicken that and beef that up a little bit. And we'll go from there. Look, it's not too bad. I'm just going to go ahead and pretty much cut this all up because I'm going to use the rest of this on those lips anyway. I really need some different scissors. Let me see if I can find my other ones. Be right back. Hey, doggo. Okay, let's try these scissors. I forgot I had these camo too, so they're bound to be better. Those, I don't even know where those came from, but they're junk. Now I've got some really nice leather shears I've misplaced, but at the same time I don't want to use those for this because those are like a $40 or $60 pair of shears. These work good though. My dog still hasn't figured out why I sit here and talk to myself. Oh. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I know my face probably isn't in it. You just gotta look at my beer gut, which is something I'm actively working on. That's part of why videos have been scarce. Like I mentioned in one little short I put out, I got sick. I know everybody has their, COVID's just a cold, this and that. It is, but this time it hit me pretty hard. I had 104, almost 105 degree fever for like 4 days, 5 days. And just did not feel like doing a damn thing. And then I'm diabetic as well. And that sure started screwing with my sugar. And I hadn't been watching my sugar like I'm supposed to anyway, so yeah, it was rough. But back on track. Ready to get some stuff done. Oh, we're gonna pour in about 1/4 of a can of resin. Yeah, that's about right. You don't want to mix a lot at one time, or it can harden up on you before you get done. But if you do 1/4 can of resin, you do 1/4 tube of hardener. If I can find one that's already open. I laid the wrong one down. That one's pretty new. That one's in. These are empty. Trash. Alright. None of these are open. What the? How did I end up with so many new ones? Alright, so about 1/4 tube of this. That's pretty good. So I want to first lay some there so you get a nice flat surface on the other side. And I'm going to go more than I need to. And because we can always cut it out a lot easier than we can come back and add more fiberglass. So, some people pre-soak all their cloth. I was doing that, but that when I did the other window, one, I rushed and did not mix properly, so I was having a hard time getting it to cure. I actually ended up taking some of it off and redoing it. But wow, I lost my train of thought. Man, I'm an idiot. Plus, that's where I was going. Pre-soaking it like that, I didn't have a roller, so I wasn't laying it out and rolling the mat with the resin. I was just dipping it in the resin and laying it out, and boy, did I ended up with way too thick a resin for them. So this way, it's a little more manageable. And now, do that. Might have to put another layer on after this dries, but I'm going to go ahead and try and do 2 or 3 layers high right now. See how that works out. Y'all can come along and be guinea pigs with me. I've been scrambling trying to get this dang top done before winter weather gets here, and so far I've been lucky, but if I don't hurry, I'm gonna be screwed, because I actually sold I had a little Chrysler Pacifica I took in on trade. It was ugly as sin. It'd been wrecked in the front end, and somebody had put the bumper back on with self-tappers and junkyard digs or pole barn. You work on any Pacificas? Thing was loaded with self-tappers. Yeah, it drove great. No check engine light, and the only warning light on was for the tire management system, which, who cares? Kept telling me I had 3 tires with low pressure, but I wasn't about to pull the tires off to put new sensors in there. especially when it had new tires on it when I got it. But anyway, I took it in on trade, drove it for a while. It was a good little daily driver, but I hated it. I just didn't. I like driving my Samurai on the trails and every day. So I sold it. So the Samurai is my only rig right now. And now I've got it tore apart. And my son, you know, we've still got his Trooper out there, but it's not functional right now. I got to go through it. It keeps popping the fuse for the brake light, and it just sounds like I got a wheel bearing going out. Lots of little issues. I need to get that brought up here and fixed and get it ready to sell, because his mom actually loaned him the money to get his Jeep with the idea that he fix that Trooper and sell it. So me and him got to get to work on that. Anyway, we're going to let that dry for a little bit, and we'll come back shortly. I'm going to run some errands while that dries, hopefully about 10 minutes or so. See you in a little bit. All right, that's pretty well dry. So I'm going to sand down some rough spots, and since you got to watch with certain resins, or at least from what I've read, certain resins, this is the Bondo brand, you know, Walmart, Home Depot, that's what we've got around here. Supposedly it contains wax in it. So you want to make sure if you've let a layer dry, not so much this dry. I mean, you know, if it sit overnight, you're going to want to scuff it up and sand it a little bit before you add another layer, or that wax can separate later on. But I mean, this is probably still tacky enough that I get away with it. But since it's got some rough spots, you know, I'm going to go ahead and sand it a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put 1 or 2 more layers on. We'll call that good. Once it dries, then we'll stand it up and get ready to cut this opening out. So let's see if we can get done. All right, we're gonna call that pretty dang good. Don't like this glob here. Not necessary. All right, well, let's give that a few. Get that dried up. We'll do a little sanding. I hate trying to get out of these gloves after. Yuck. Not recommended. Here, this has had a little bit of time to dry. Sporadic video. I still haven't gotten the flow of what do I do while I'm waiting for crap to dry to entertain you guys. So I just turned the camera off and I was inside playing with 3D printer, making, well, I'll show you when they're done, making something kind of cool. Well, I think they are. Everybody else might think I'm dumb. But what we're going to do is sand this down a little bit. And by sand, I mean grind. And then hopefully we can stand it up and get it cut out for another window. So let's see what we can do here. Lego. Alright, here we go. It's gonna get messy. Y'all enjoy. And I should wear a mask, but I don't have any right now, so oh well. Messy. Messy, messy, messy. Where's the heck? There it is. I'm not an organized person. Huh. Now the fun part, I got to get all this turned back the other way so I can get the hole cut for the window. Yeah, clear my bench a little bit because I'm a messy SOB. All right. Oh. Let's get this set down. Work for me. It should be. We've already got our line for the bottom here. So we're gonna do that. Tape it there, but I want to do one quick measurement before, so I can figure out where. There again, back when I just want to make sure my spacing is about the same. So, about 5 inches. Oh yeah, right on the money, like I planned it. Well, looks like I planned it though. I really didn't. I just stuck it on there. My Sharpie's dying. All right, let me peel that off. Let's darken that up a little bit. And through here. And that'll be window number 2. And my saw hooked up. And we'll get to cutting. All right, so we're just gonna cut. We're not gonna cut all the way down the line. I like to go a little bit at a time. That way, if my line's wrong or something. But I'm debating where to start. We'll start right here. I kept stepping on my cord. I wondered why the saw wouldn't turn while I was standing on the dang cord. All right, that's enough of that racket for a minute. I'm gonna grab a window and see if we can get it fit in there. or how close we are. Be right back. But well, we need to go a little bit wider. Yeah, a little bit wider. I'm gonna set this wet in a safe zone. All right, let's trim some more. Let's pretty much go down the line around. I just wanted to make sure I was close. Damn it. I broke my blade. Boo. Well, I'll be back. I gotta go grab another blade. Alright, changing plans. I have to finish cutting that out later. This is the only blade I had. I went down to Dad's to see if he had some because it's actually his saw. And he didn't have any, so I've got to pick up some more resin this evening. Take your kid to dinner. And I'll pick up a blade, so guess we'll finish cutting this out tomorrow. And patch up the last couple little holes and maybe get some paint on it. So this video will continue tomorrow. Hey guys, back out here in the shop, new day. When I left yesterday, we were cutting this window opening out and I broke my only blade. So picked up some of those last night, went and ate some good Mexican. Let's get back at it. Ran to the machine shop today and got my block for my Samurai, so hopefully that can start going back together today. All that's happening off camera because you've seen me pull that engine out. So the old 1.6 turbo diesel will be board 40 over. Should be good to go. Anyway, let's finish getting this window cut out. This thing will be pretty much ready to paint. After that, I've got a few little nicks to fill in, and I do want to put another layer of resin, fiberglass or two on this, the mounting lip on the inside. Other than that, it's going to be waiting for the company to call with my back glass. They said they'd be ready Wednesday. It's now Thursday afternoon. I haven't heard from them, so who knows? I'm going to call them tomorrow if we haven't heard from them. Anyway, let me shut up and get to work. Okay, let's see how close we are. Nice thing about doing these windows is, oh god, that just fell right in, almost went too big. But what I was saying, these is you don't have to be exact because you got a nice big lip that'll, so yeah, that's better than the other one. Oh yeah. Yeah. That will be good. Just like that, that one's ready.